Have you ever looked around a room, a glass in your hand, faces smiling back at you, yet deep inside you wondered, who here is truly my friend, and who is only waiting for me to fall? That question has haunted me for years. I once believed friendship meant loyalty, presence, and support. But reality painted a harsher picture. Some celebrated me in moments of success, yet their eyes told another story. Others vanished the moment hardship arrived, and they never returned. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Observe carefully, for it is in their actions that a person's true character is revealed." And so it is with friendship. We cannot judge by smiles alone. We must learn to see the shadow that hides behind those smiles. Today, I'll share with you 2 psychological signs that expose fake friends. One revealed in success, the other revealed in struggle. Stay with me until the end, because once you see these signs, you will never confuse real friends with pretenders again. And if this message speaks to you, consider subscribing to The Stoic Habit, so you and I can continue this journey together toward wisdom, strength, and unshakable clarity. Part 1. Sign number 1. The subtle art of undermining. Picture this. You've just achieved something meaningful. A promotion at work, your very first marathon, or maybe you've finally lost those stubborn 10 pounds after months of effort. Your friends gather around, offering smiles and congratulations. But then someone leans in and says, "Congrats, but honestly, that's not such a big deal. Lots of people have done it." Sound familiar? That, my friend, is the hidden poison of undermining disguised as support. I'll never forget when I released my first book in college. An old friend came up to me, shook my hand, and said, "This is great." But before I could even thank him, he added, "Well, these days anyone can self-publish. It's not that hard." That one sentence cut deeper than he knew. It didn't erase my effort, yet it stole the light from my joy. And I walked away realizing something important. Not every smile is genuine. Not every cheer is meant to lift you higher. Psychologists like Richard H. Smith have studied envy and found that when people feel threatened by your success, they often downplay it. Not to guide you, not to strengthen you, but to pull you down just enough so they feel safe again. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, warned us centuries ago. No one can hurt you with words unless you hand them the power. A true friend will challenge you, yes, but their intent is different. They critique to help you rise. A fake friend critiques so you doubt yourself. And the difference is subtle but vital. So here's the lesson. Pay close attention. Notice how you feel after sharing your victories. Do you stand taller, filled with energy and confidence? Or do you leave the conversation with your head lowered, second-guessing your worth? Because real friends make you rise. Fake friends make you shrink. And yet this is only half the story. There is another sign, far more painful, a truth that reveals itself not when you succeed, but when you fall. Part 2. Sign number 2. Absence when you need them most. A real friend doesn't need to show up at every party. That's not what friendship is about. But when your life is burning down around you, who comes to help you put out the fire? I once knew a man who lost his job after 20 years at the same company. 2 decades of loyalty gone in a single meeting. And in the months that followed, his phone fell silent. The drinking buddies, the ones who called him brother, vanished. One by one, they stopped showing up. But there was one friend, an old classmate from high school. He didn't bring money. He didn't bring advice. He simply knocked on the door with a small bag of rice, sat down next to him, and stayed. No words were needed. No judgment. Just presence. That's the difference. A fake friend disappears when the storm comes. A true friend may not fix the storm, but they refuse to let you face it alone. Psychologists call this social support, and study after study shows the same thing. It's not the number of people you party with that matters. It's the knowledge that when disaster strikes, someone will be there. Reliability, presence, loyalty. Fake friends vanish the moment the benefits dry up. Real friends remain, even when there is nothing to gain. Seneca, the Stoic philosopher, said it best. Hardship is the fairest test of friendship, because adversity strips away the masks. When everything is easy, anyone can smile. But when life gets cruel, motives rise to the surface. And suddenly, you see clearly who cared for you and who only cared for themselves. So I ask you to reflect. Think back on your darkest moment. Who disappeared and who remained? Because a fake friend always reveals themselves when you fall. The painful truth is most of the time we already know this. We feel the silence. We sense the absence. But we pretend not to see it, because admitting it would mean accepting that the bond was never real. Part 3. Connecting the two signs and the Stoic defense. When you succeed, fake friends reveal their envy through subtle undermining. When you fail, fake friends vanish, protecting their own comfort while leaving you behind. These are two sides of the same coin. Light and shadow. One exposes itself in your rise, the other in your fall. And sometimes, if you pay close attention, a false friend will show both. Here's the difficult truth. We usually sense it. We feel the sting of their hidden criticism. We notice their silence when we needed them most. But instead of facing it, we lie to ourselves. We say, maybe they didn't mean it. Or, maybe they were just busy. We cling to the illusion, because admitting the truth means admitting the friendship was never real. But a Stoic knows, truth is freedom. And once we see clearly, we are no longer controlled by pretense. So how do we defend our peace of mind against fake friends? This is where the Stoic defense begins. First, set boundaries. You don't need to cut everyone out, but you must know who belongs in the outer circle and who truly deserves to stand in the inner circle of your life. The psychologist Robin Dunbar once showed we can only sustain 5 close, loyal bonds. So choose carefully. Second, release the need for approval from the crowd. Marcus Aurelius reminded us, if you want to be loved by all, you will no longer be free. Not everyone will like you. Not everyone will stay. But you don't need everyone. You only need a few who are real. Third, practice strategic silence. When someone undermines you, you don't need to fight back. Smile. Stay calm. A Stoic does not waste energy proving their worth. They guard their peace. And finally, learn to stand alone. Seneca once wrote, "The wise man is never truly alone, for he is always in the company of himself." If every false friend walks away, remember you still have one companion who will never leave, yourself. And when you learn to trust that companion, you'll find a strength no betrayal can touch. Conclusion. Remember this. The one who secretly undermines your success was never your friend. The one who vanishes when you're in pain was never your friend. True friendship is like steel. Only when it passes through fire do you know if it's real or false. And now I ask you, have you ever recognized these two signs in your own life? Who walked away when you fell, and who stayed, holding your hand without needing any explanation? Share your story in the comments below. I, Jason, will read every single one. And if this video brought you value, you can tap the thanks button to support me in creating more content. Join me on this Stoic journey, because we don't just learn how to live with strength, we also learn how to choose the right people to walk alongside us on that path.